Yeah, so my name is Lucy, and I traveled from Zurich, Switzerland.
Beautiful. Lucy, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for giving us some of your lunchtime to have a little chat. And what would you say was the biggest struggle or challenge you were facing in your life prior to coming to WCA?
The biggest challenge I was facing in my life prior to coming here, I would say, was accepting parts of myself that I had been repressing for many, many years. And so despite a number of achievements, there were still parts of me that I didn't unlock. And that was even after years of therapy or online thingies, trying to crack that open and never really getting down to it.
And for you, what would you say has been the biggest breakthrough that you've experienced from being here in the last 5 days, Lucy?
So biggest breakthrough I've experienced, I think, was day 4, when you do this proclamation of self-love, of acceptance, in front of this wonderful room, and get to this point of almost emotional exhaustion and get all that energy back, and really feeling, yes, this is who I am, there is absolutely no shame in it, and everything that I've been able to accomplish is because of that wholeness and entirety. And yeah, feeling the love in the room was really something to experience.
Following on from that, feeling the love in the room, how important have these people that you've met here at WCA been on your journey here at WCA?
I mean, the most important, right? I mean, all the sessions with Tim are amazing, obviously, but I think maybe that's the meta breakthrough, the meta takeaway that I'm getting, because I'm very intellectual, and so I've been through all the LMA stuff, and oh yeah, this makes a lot of sense, and oh, I get it. But then, even with that conviction that it's something that made sense, that I understood, just the next step of actually experiencing it with that group of people, the delta was much bigger than I imagined.
Oh, beautiful. What would you say surprised you the most coming to WCA? What surprised you or shocked you the most about being here?
I think so what shocked me the most about what happened here. So I would say that delta between the understanding and the experience, but also a small little detail. We had this exercise over lunch where we were going around the room and talking to people, asking behaviors that they see in us that limit us or that make us successful. And in the back of my head, I was we've barely spent 3 days together. Some of these people I didn't even have a chance to really talk to. Where is that going to go? What could they possibly say that's going to be interesting or insightful? And I remember chatting with Jilly, which at that time we hadn't really talked beyond, hey, good morning, how's it going, where is your hotel? And the first thing she says that she saw in me that was emitting me, I was you seem to want everything to be perfect before you try anything. Where did you get that from? And so it was also wow, even some of these meta beliefs I had, how could they possibly see or know? Because I knew this, and I knew it was limiting, but the fact that it was so obvious was really surprising.
Beautiful. For you, Lucy, what's going to be different for you whenever you return forward home now? How different is your life going to be having gone through WCA?
So what's going to be different for me when I go back home after WCA I think I found that strength in me to not let myself backslid and get into dark places when circumstances don't go my way, or I'm not getting the respect or love I deserve, and instead of focusing all that on me, I'm like, oh, like, I'm the problem. Like, being able to just like step confidently, like, wow, she doesn't always work out, but like, there's nothing broken here.
Beautiful. And last but not least, what advice would you give to people who's maybe listening right now, who's thinking of coming to WCA, but they're sitting on the fence, they want to change, they want to transform, but they're maybe just sitting on the fence? What advice would you give to those people who are listening right now?
Give it a try. Like, really, the delta, and really coming from a person to, I was like, I really get all this thing. Like, I got to the end of LMA, like, I understand all of this, like, what's going to be really different there. Maybe, you know, I can just apply this myself. Just the experience makes a much bigger difference than imagined.